Hi everybody, Melbell here. We're gonna go ahead and do a angel reading for July. And then we're gonna do one in a separate video for the first week of July. And I am going to start expanding my channel by offering a weekly angel reading. So every week you will get a reading from me, hopefully posted Saturdays or Sundays. We'll see what cadence works best for me. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're just gonna ask the angels what we should be focused on in July. Like, what is the best place to put our focus, and what can best serve us at this time. The message that's coming through right away for me is the asking. The asking for assistance is so important. So important for us to ask for help. Specifics. Be specific in the asking when it comes to angels. Not help me with my life, help harmonize my life. Not that they won't answer, but the more direction that you give, the more you zone in on where things are lacking or could use some help. That's how you want to pull that support in. And another message that they're saying, not that one, this one. Another message that they're saying is faith. There's a saying, walk by faith, not by sight. And so that is important to really believe that you are being helped. Believe that that support is accessible to you. Okay, so I pulled a bunch of cards without looking. And let's say what they say. Let's see what they say. Interesting messages here. So let's start with power and intention. So really important that you are focusing your intentions, your energy in the right places. So right next to it is blessings and abundance. And I do feel like that is talking about aiding the manifestations and coming in. This can be through watching your thoughts, making sure that you're thinking positively towards the future. Right underneath power and attention is no. And that just says to me that you, in some place in your life, may need to practice stronger boundaries. So I do feel that when we are energetically harmonious, when we're really high vibing and we're getting through life and we're like, I got this, that I don't know if it comes from a dark place or not, but if there's a challenge energy that comes in and wants to test that. And so you may find that people come to you with more problems that they have, or and want your help and want to pull you into drama. And it's one thing to help people. I think that that's really important. It's a way that we show love and care. It's a way that we fulfill our life purpose and on a regular basis, but we do have to balance that with self-care. And we have to look at sometimes if the help that we're giving is it codependent, or is it actually helpful? Is it empowering, or is it disempowering to that person? Where is it coming from in ourselves? Do we feel extra special because we are putting ourselves out there and helping this person? Or does the person actually need our help? Or is there a balance of that? Be careful with the spiritual ego, because sometimes we think that we are above our ego and we have it in check, and it reflects into our spiritual reality. And then it's sneaky how the ego tries to express itself. Then also I got self-acceptance. Self-acceptance came up for me a few times, and I cut off all my locks because I really like her hair. It was part of it. This was very important to me. So self-acceptance expresses itself in a lot of ways. And that is really the message that I'm getting here, is being okay with the body that you're in. Your body shape, your body type, the hair that grows out of your head, your nose, your eyes, your lips, your features. Sometimes, well, most times we have some part of our body that we don't like, that we wish was different. And we might find ourselves focusing on that thing. And sometimes it's weight, but it can also be the size of your nose, the shape of your nose. Your eyes are too far apart, they're too close together. Things like that. Things that are just inherent in your body. And making sure that you are matching a negative thought with a positive thought to kind of counteract that. If you can't say something nice about your ears, but you don't have a problem with your lips, then say, I have great full lips. You'll get around to being okay with your ears. That you're training your brain to think more positively. Also, self-acceptance is about what you are good at. So we can't be good at everything. So sometimes we have to do things that we're not 100% good at, but there's nobody else around to do it. So we have to just do our best. And we have to be careful not to beat ourselves up for not being perfect at everything. Listen deeply is about your intuition, making sure that you're listening to your intuition, and also the intuition of the psychic messages, the inspiration of angels wanting to whisper in your ear words of encouragement and helping you with projects, things that you have to do, things that you want to do, things that you would like to see come off the ground, lift off, things that have been in the back of your mind for a while. And I love this card too, Trust the Universe. This is a very new deck to me, but I have gotten every one of these cards. So that's very cool. So I've read the book to know. Trust the universe. The message here is also you back to the beginning of intention, and you asking for the right things, trusting that it's delivered to you, but also when you're aligning yourself with the universal flow, which means that is your highest good and the highest good of all concerned. And so you want to make sure that you are managing your fear, limiting beliefs about yourself, self-doubt, back to this making sure that you are highlighting the best aspects of yourself to yourself, not telling other people how great you are, telling yourself how great you are, what you are good at. Definitely some inner child vibes going on here. So we're gonna go ahead and pull from another deck. So this deck that I just pulled from is, can you see that? There you go. Angel Guides from Kyle Gray. Great deck. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend all of Kyle Gray's stuff. His work is great. This is the Archangel Oracle cards, and very old deck, but still very, very relevant. relevant and powerful and happy. And it sounds like I'm pulling 3 cards from this deck. I would like to keep these messages as short as possible because I know you guys are busy and all, but there is something to be said about giving yourself the time to watch the full video and get the full message. Okay, so what we have here is very quickly life review, overcoming difficulties, and passion. So life review is about looking at what you have going on in life, what responsibilities you have, what things have you signed up for, so there's actually an app that will go through all your subscriptions, and sometimes we are subscribed to things that we don't use anymore, and we're paying money for things that we don't need. So I really actually think that that message is coming in about looking at your budget and looking at where you may be spending unnecessary money for things that you don't even participate in anymore. And giving yourself permission to get rid of it and say, hey, I can pick it up later. And that's even if it's like a gym membership and you haven't been to the gym in 3 months, but you're paying a monthly fee. Yeah, you want to go to the gym or whatever. Maybe you don't want to go to the gym, but it's something you think you should do. And so you're paying money for it on the fact that at least I have a membership. Like, that doesn't make sense. You can work out at home. If you don't want to be out there in the world with people working out, you can bring that into your practice, into your home. But if you're not using it, cancel it. Also, things that you're eating, making very small baby steps in your food choices, and in ways that you hydrate, drinking water. You may need to slice lemons into your water, things like that. So cucumbers, things to make you want to drink more water. Staying hydrated is really important for so many parts of your body's processes and functionality, that it is one of the top things that you should be focused on in your diet is your water intake. And it's just saying, take inventory of your life, resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced in your life. That's Archangel Jeremiel, and there goes the image for you. And then overcoming difficulties is another message that came through. It landed on top of no. So part of the answer here, part of the energy here is that you are in charge. You are in charge of how that is reflected in your life. The power of saying no and the power of the intention of how much of my energy am I putting forth. And again, to the life review, where you are maybe canceling things and stepping out of obligations that you've put yourself out to. So maybe you participate in some kind of group. Maybe you are a parent and you've been on a number of different boards, or you are responsible for a number of different things for the school. It's okay, like, to say, okay, I've done this for this amount of time. I'm going to step back now. Just because you signed up to do something doesn't mean you have to do it forever. That doesn't become your forever thing. There's other people that can come and fill that space, and yeah, they might not do it as great and perfect as you do, but they can have a chance to shine as well. And then you are freed up to do something else with your time and energy. And then passion, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and career. So whatever you are thinking of changing, make sure that your passion is aligned with that it's not coming from a place of fear, it's coming from a place of desire. Your desires can be well tuned into, aligned with your intuition. And you can also be receiving divine inspiration. So when you get these nudges to do certain things, it might not just be you, it might also be the higher powers. It can be the angels coming in saying, hey, this is what's next. This is what is going to help you. And we don't always know what it is that's going to help us. You might want to start doing diamond art. You might want to pick up some kind of craft that you're like, well, that's just something fun for me. But there is something special that happens when we are being creative and we are working on a craft. We are totally non-resistant to change and blessings and abundance coming in. We are in this sort of meditative receiving state when we are being creative and working on a craft. So there's not many things that we do that don't have an effect on our manifestations and our abundance. Okay, so make sure that you're keeping that mindset that in all aspects of my life, I am contributing to my highest good. And that has to do with relationships as well. And we won't get too much into relationships and love, but in romantic relationships, making sure that you're giving your spouse the space to shine as well. Don't feel like you have to save the day all the time. Because although it's great and it makes you a great mate, it also can disempower them. So make sure that you are trying to have a harmonious, balanced relationship with your loved ones where they can feel really great about doing something good and right. And this could be about children, them having a task that they have to do, and making sure that you are encouraging them and praising them for doing a good job so that they can feel their self-esteem raised. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna end this, but we're gonna do angel answers. So I want you to think of a question and I'm gonna pull a card. Easy peasy, okay? So we're just gonna see what the answer comes out. So if you wanna take a minute, and ask a question. And then we will see what the deck has to say for us. Not all of these cards are, I think that's it, but no, we're gonna keep shuffling. Not all these cards are yes or no, okay? Now we already got a no, but I, again, think that no has to do with boundaries. But we will see what the answer is here. Okay. All right, are we ready? Wake up, angels. Okay. In the near future. So if your question is about, is something going to happen in the near future? If you wanted to know, should I do this? The answer is not right now. The answer is soon. The answer is wait for the right moment. So if you asked a question that was bigger than that, than a yes or no, again, this card is saying reassess. Reassess, to me, when I say this card is saying, reassess your thoughts around it, because I feel like you're going to have a clearer mind in the near future. Things in you might change your mind on how you want things to be, or it could also be that not everybody is aligned yet. There are other people involved in something happening. So again, it's just not time right now does not mean a no. It just means not right now. Things will be clearer in the near future for you. Okay? So I hope that is helpful for you, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful July. And thank you for your time. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Share this with friends who love angels. And I will continue to provide that content. I feel very strongly that part of my path is to work with the angels and share that work with you all. So I've worked with the angels for quite a few years. They are my best friends, honestly, in the spiritual realm, and we get along very well. So I will send that love forward to you through these videos. Take care, everybody, and it was nice to spend time with you. Have a great July. Bye.